Hello and welcome or welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day. My name is Bethany and I am on a mission to lose 150 pounds. I've already lost over 100, but we're still working on it. Today's What I Eat in a Day is going to focus on some higher protein meals, so I hope you enjoy. This morning for breakfast, I am making a spinach and feta egg wrap, similar to the one at Starbucks. So I start off by chopping up my vegetables and then I saute up my peppers for a few minutes before I add in the spinach. Once the spinach is wilted, I then add in my egg. You'll notice I started with one egg. I kind of looked at it and thought it didn't have enough egg in it, so I just added a second one. And I just scramble that up until it's done. I added some salt, pepper, and garlic powder to the scramble. And right at the end, I crumble in some of the feta cheese. All right, time to build the wrap. I just scooped it all into the wrap and added a little bit more feta cheese on top and then wrapped it up. To seal it a little bit, I put the wrap back in the pan and let it crisp up on each side. Obviously just take it out, cut it in half, and enjoy. Good morning. I'm already on my third cup of coffee. Don't judge. Motherhood. I used my Nut Pods creamer, but this time I used the coffee cake flavor. Also a winner. I really like it. So, wrap looks delicious. The little pockets of feta cheese are so good. I like doing things like this because I love getting vegetables first thing in the morning. I find that really helpful for me feeling like I did something healthy first thing in the morning, you know, to counterbalance my 3 cups of coffee. I'll see you at lunch. So I just worked out, and now I'm gonna get some lunch. That breakfast was actually really big. I was originally only gonna do 1 egg. You probably saw I did them one at a time. I only eat 1 egg, but it just looked like it needed another one, and now it's almost 2 o'clock and I'm not hungry. I have an idea. Hold on one second. You can totally hear my squawking bird, so I'm probably gonna have to do this as a voiceover. So for lunch today, I'm actually not very hungry. Normally this would be a turkey sandwich, but I am just going to take a couple of pieces of turkey and lay them out. I'm going to spread this jalapeno cilantro hummus in the middle of them, add in some vegetables, roll them up, have a few carrots on the side with another scoop of hummus. And that's lunch. Forgive the lighting, it's storming outside. So if you hear thunder, that's what it is. And I gave the bird some food, so you might hear him crunching in the background too, depending on how much the microphone picks up. So yeah, like I said, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm barely hungry, but I like to stick to a schedule anyway. So just Just made it a bit lighter of a lunch. Normally this would include bread, like a turkey sandwich with vegetables, and I do like to use hummus as my spread. It's so good. This one is jalapeno cilantro from Wegmans, if you have those near you. It's not a pretty lunch, but it will do. Not sure what I'm going to be able to capture for dinner. I will show you the food at least. My husband is cooking it, number one. I don't think he wants to be on here. And so we're having venison steaks and mashed potatoes and I think green beans from the garden. I think that's the plan. And my sister-in-law is going to be over, so probably not going to film much. But I'll show you the food and give you a rundown of how I made it, or how he made it. I'm making the mashed potatoes. He usually does the green beans and the steak because he does so good. So I will see you then, or if I have a snack. I'm back. It's snack time. And I know I said that this was going to focus on some higher protein meals and snacks. This is not a high protein snack. I had planned to make it a high protein snack by crushing it up and putting it on a Greek yogurt. But I'm really just not that hungry. So if you need it to have more protein, crush it up and stick it on top of a Greek yogurt. But this is just, if you saw my last video, it's a biscotti. I have them in like 7 or 8 different flavors, and I do truly have one every single day. This one is the salted caramel. They're just so good. I love the texture. And they have little chunky salts on this one. So good. Anyway, I will see you for my very high protein dinner. So tonight for dinner we are having venison steaks, garlic parmesan mashed potatoes, and steamed green beans. And I started this dinner first by prepping the potatoes. I chopped them up into little cubes and I put them into the pot, filled the pot with water, put them on to boil with the lid on, and waited for them to get soft. Once the potatoes are soft, I just dumped the pot into my colander to drain the water, and I return the potatoes back to their same pot, and I use a masher to mash them up with some butter. I added some garlic powder, salt, and some heavy whipping cream. And then I did also add in some Parmesan cheese, about maybe 1/3 cup. And just keep mashing until they're pretty smooth. I don't make mine perfectly smooth. I leave them lumpy. You'll notice I also left the skins in. So, you know, to each their own. I don't care if they're perfectly smooth. So I prepped my green beans just by snapping off the ends and making sure they were good and clean. I did wash them off camera. And then I just placed them into my steamer pot, put the lid on, and put them on the stove to steam. As soon as they are tender, they are done. And my wonderful husband is the one that cooked the steaks. So he just added some olive oil to the bottom of his cast iron pan and made sure it was nice and hot. He added the steaks, which were salted, peppered, and garlic powdered off camera. And we just leave them there to get a good sear on one side. And then as soon as that sears good, he flipped them over and added some butter to the pan. And he also added some fresh rosemary sprigs and some peeled garlic cloves. And then as soon as that butter is melted, he just takes a spoon and basically bastes the butter over the steak to keep it moist.
I'm probably gonna put that in.
And then he just uses touch to feel whether or not they're done. And as soon as he felt like they were done, he took them out, put them on a plate to let them rest. This is very important so they don't lose all their juices when you cut them. So then we just plated it up and enjoyed. And we cooked these steaks to about a medium rare. So if you were following the protein grams throughout the video, you'd know that I got 94.5 grams of protein during this day. It was supposed to be more because of lunch, me not having the bread for that sandwich. That would have added 8 grams of protein, which would have given me 102.5 grams of protein. But close enough. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.